I saw another movie. I saw Undertone in the theater.
I saw that too.
I don't know what that is.
It's a new A24 horror movie. Eli, did you want to? You did a review. You did posted a review of it, didn't you?
Yeah, I wasn't huge on it. What about you?
No, I found it kind of disappointing because I thought the setup was really cool.
Yeah.
But to me, it's not developed enough. It still just feels like a 20-minute short film that they stretched out.
Yeah.
It would have been a lot more interesting if this podcast that they're doing, if there was like more of a narrative to it that made sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then develop that along with her story with her mom.
Yeah.
But that podcast they're doing just feels like it's thrown together.
Totally.
It's like the guy on the other, her partner, he just does research on something, and then they record it, and then he talks to her as he's doing this research, and then she basically says, "Well, that sounds stupid," or "I don't believe that."
Yeah.
Like that's the entire podcast.
Yeah. I expected them to like go more into the podcast, like maybe some cool spooky stories they could talk about that they've done, or they just kind of glossed over it really quickly. They're like, "Oh, we have this podcast." They don't really talk about like, what they've done in the past or anything, or what, we do spooky stuff. That's about it.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been like an amazing 20-minute short film.
Yeah. It probably started that way, right?
Maybe, I don't know, but there's just like not enough stuff in there that develops. It's like it doesn't change from the first 15 minutes. Nothing really changes for most of the movie.
Yeah.
But I will say the sound design is excellent.
Yeah.
And it's almost like the star of the movie.
Yeah.
And I made the same comment when I saw Zone of Interest. I don't know if you saw that. I don't know if we talked about that. But the what's his face? The Nazi movie. but like that movie, it's like the sound design is almost the star of that movie also. Which is pretty rare that you can say that. But overall, there's some creepy stuff in it, but I thought it was disappointing, if I'm being honest. That's how I would describe it. Like an excellent 20-minute horror short, psychological horror, but just stretch out to whatever it is, 90 minutes. I don't know what happened to Eli. I'm freaked out.
I would make a comment about whatever happened in that movie, but I don't know anything about it. So like whatever happened in that movie got him.
The podcast got him.
The podcast, the spooky podcast.
The evil podcast. It's about an evil podcast.
Well, how you described the podcast reminded me of what's it called? Last Podcast on the Left, where like one guy reads a Wikipedia article and everyone else is just kind of like throws in comments.
Yeah, but in this one, it's like he's just talking about raw research that he's going through. Like he's researching it live.
Oh.
And then I don't know. If you see it, you kind of see what I mean. Like the podcast just seems really weird. Like you wouldn't actually structure a podcast that way, the way they do it.
Well, based on this, I'm going to rush out to see it.